All right, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn, and Bob Arum, and specifically things that Eddie Hearn had to say about the ticket sales for the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight. We're going to correct the record in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get into the meat of the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Also, hit the share button, hit the like button, because it helps grow the channel and it is much, much appreciated. So let's get into this video. This is the battle of the liars. And I got to tell you, I love it because, hey, boxing right now, there's not a lot of things going on that are really top-notch fights, except for there is a Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano fight coming up this weekend that I'm looking forward to. But by and large, not a lot of activity going on in the sport of boxing right now. So, you know, when Eddie Hearn tells big old whoppers about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight, and Eddie Hearn comes in and Bob Arum comes in and has to correct it, I love it because it's like, okay, you got liar number one in Eddie Hearn, and you got liar number two in Bob Arum. Who do you believe? So let's talk about it. Eddie Hearn had come out in the news, and this is in a Boxing Scene article that was put up yesterday, and said, you know, is on this smear campaign. I consider it to be his, you know, everlasting Deontay Wilder smear campaign, claiming that Deontay Wilder never sells any tickets. Nobody ever knows Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder can never make an improvement. If he decides to hire new coaches and work with new coaches, there's no way that anybody could ever improve him. Just, I don't know what it is. I think maybe Eddie Hearn hit on Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder told him no or something like her. His wife said, look, man, he don't move that way. I don't know what it is that about Deontay Wilder and Eddie Hearn, but Eddie Hearn likes to lie on this dude and tear this dude down more than any other person, two people in boxing. I swear that Deontay Wilder like hit on his wife or something. But in this particular instance, after Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight was canceled because Tyson Fury, other liar in here, so dang, I mean, we're talking about three liars out of four. Deontay Wilder is the only one that is painfully truthful speaker. And then Tyson Fury, who's liar number one, I mean, I don't know who's the top liar out of Eddie Hearn, Tyson Fury, and Bob Arum. I'm suspecting, though, that the number one is Eddie Hearn, because he's just over the top, weirdly over the top with it. So they pull out of the fight, and Eddie Hearn says that now he's obviously works for StubHub, right? And knows the answer to how many tickets they were selling. He says, oh, the reason the fight was canceled is because the tickets were selling poorly. That's not going to be a reason to stop the fight, dude, because they got all kind of tickets, all kind of events that were being held over there on DAZN, and you know the ticket sales suck because there's nobody in the place at all. But Eddie Hearn can tell you that Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, nobody bought any tickets, but when you look at the fight, the whole place is full. Eddie Hearn, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury too, no tickets were sold, but you look at the tape and the whole place is full with people. But you got to believe Eddie Hearn, who says, no, all those tickets, they just gave all those tickets away. They didn't really try to sell them. So, yeah, why don't you start giving your tickets away, though, in your event so your arenas won't be empty, at least the ones in the United States. But anyway, so Eddie Hearn says, I can't help but talk bad about Eddie Hearn. He's ridiculous with it. Eddie Hearn says that nobody was selling any tickets, right? And that's the reason that they canceled the fight. So Bob Arum comes out and says, now, by the way, Bob Arum is just as big a liar. Bob Arum comes out and says, no, Eddie Hearn is not telling the truth. We had sold 13 million tickets, $13 million worth of tickets, and the place was scaled to have 19 million in there. So it was 2/3, that's roughly 2/3 full, right? And that was a month out before the fight. 2/3 full, a month sold out before a month before the fight. And the way the tickets are selling in the United States, the way the tickets sell in the United States is most of them are sold close to the fight because people are waiting for the prices to drop and to get a better value on it, right? And then you've got people that are in those neighborhood who are in those areas. It might just, like, the closer you get to the fight, the more you feel like, oh, I need to buy a ticket. I want to go to the fight, and they buy the tickets. So, according to Bob Arum, it was 2/3 sold a month out from the fight. So, who do you believe? Do you believe Eddie Hearn, or do you believe Bob Arum? In this particular instance, I will tell you that I think that Bob Arum is the one that you should believe. First of all, Bob Arum is not telling some big whopper. Okay, he didn't say that the fight was sold out. Right? He said that the fight had 13 million in tickets sold. So the gate was 13 million, and it was looking for the gate to end up around where 19 million was a sellout. So is it reasonable to believe that 2/3 of the tickets were sold a month away from the fight? I think it is, especially since you look at what the ticket sales look like in the other two fights. In the first fight, Deontay Wilder and them said they had a $16 million gate in the first fight. I do not have the numbers for the gate for the second fight, but I do believe the second fight gate was just as big as the first fight. And obviously, this is a big fight. It's a heavyweight championship fight, one with a lot of drama going on, a lot of drama going back and forth between the two camps. Now, I wouldn't say that. I do want to be very clear here, though. I do believe that the majority of these tickets being sold are for Deontay Wilder fans and not Tyson Fury's. However, I don't know what they're going to do. More than likely, they're going to have the fight at the same place, and the tickets that were sold for the first will probably be carried over to the second if that second fight happens. But in the battle of the liars between Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn, I believe Bob Arum. And another reason that I believe Bob Arum in this particular instance and not Eddie Hearn is that Bob Arum would actually have the knowledge about the tickets and know what the ticket sales are, where Eddie Hearn wouldn't know. Because Eddie Hearn isn't the one selling the tickets. Bob Arum is the one selling the tickets. So by and large, all in all, a big mega fight that a whole bunch of people are talking about, that has had a lot of controversy around it, that a guy that like Eddie Hearn saying that no tickets were sold, when that is Eddie Hearn's go-to lie about Deontay Wilder. I wouldn't be surprised that he would do that just to the PBC in general, but that's how he rolls when it comes to Bob Arum. So it comes to Deontay Wilder. So in this particular instance, it's just the boy that cried wolf again. And now Bob Arum, is he telling the truth? I believe in this instance he is absolutely telling the truth, because that makes sense and jives with what I had done, the people that I had talked to that were paying close attention to the sites where the tickets were on sale, and saying that most of these tickets were not available when they tried to purchase them or were looking for them. So they knew that the tickets were going very well. But anyway, just thought that we would go through that before, some more rumors were spread on Deontay Wilder and how nobody likes him and how terrible he is and all that nonsense, which is absolutely ridiculous. So that's what we did. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And again, please make sure to subscribe, share, and like the videos. And with that, I'm out. Peace.